EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Sheboygan, Wisconsin, it's live final round coverage of the KOHLER Open. Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. Our leader is indeed our featured golfer. It has been a textbook performance to this point. And that's a good way to start this final round. It's in the fairway at the first. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yes, hello Rich. What a treat we're in for today. The backdrop of Lake Michigan and over 1,000 bunkers. Some reports say 1,012, so finding the fairway essential around this track, and we're off to a solid start.
It's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Now a 7-footer. Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And she's going to remain right where she is. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
Just a bit too much on the second shot on this par 5, but shouldn't have too much trouble getting it up and down for the birdie.
Two good shots on this par 5, leaves that simple little chip, and that was beautifully played.
Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2. That's going to get her to 35 under. All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
And not a particularly demanding putt here. Maybe slightly down an incline, but it is dead straight.
Nicely done. Things looking good early. That's birdies at 2 and 3. And she'll move now to 36 under par. And now, problems there for our leader. That ball into the very thick stuff here off the tee.
Well, we had a chance to look at the lie, and well, just getting that ball in the green itself was really an accomplishment. Good shot.
That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And she'll stay right where she is, well under par. The driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And it's a smart play to take it down the left-hand side here at the 5th hole, and most likely we're looking at 3 shots from here on in.
Couldn't quite hold the green there, but still a very good shot to get home in too. So an ideal spot right here, just off the green, a makeable chance at eagle. A great opportunity here for birdie. Nicely played. It's a birdie at the 5th. And that's going to move her to 37 under par. Impressive. No issues here. That is into the fairway. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
That's a really solid shot. Smack bang into the middle of the green. She should be happy.
Look here at birdie.
And this certainly would be a bonus if it goes in. You just need to make sure you get it there and give yourself a chance. Never up, never in.
It needs to slow a bit. Okay, that's still going to be a good 4 feet though coming back. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th. And she's going to remain right where she is. A very sensible play there, right in the middle of the green. Pretty big left to righter here for birdie. Needed that to turn a little more, but it hung out wide. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And she'll stay right where she is, well under par. Boy, she just seems to be on autopilot right about now. That, another good drive off the tee. Frank, when we stop staring at Lake Michigan in the background, what should we be focusing on?
Well, somehow you're going to have to thread a long iron in between those bunkers right and Lake Michigan.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. This will be a 14-foot putt here. Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, that one in for par. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is.
Nice long tee shot. Fairway does get narrow down there. A little unlucky to get into the first cut.
Okay, on the green, but it's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. That's going to scoot a foot or two by. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And that's going to be a 3 under 33 on this front side. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. Second shot now from right at 100 yards.
That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
This one's tracking on a very good line. Look out. Oh, do that. What a roll that was. A long one in for birdie. And it is looking more and more like it's going to be back-to-back wins in this tournament. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Shouldn't be much in this for birdie. Yes, good start to this backside. Back-to-back birdies here at 10 and 11. And this is turning into an absolute runaway at the top of the leaderboard. That one safely on the putting surface. Chance now for another birdie.
And this putt's going to want to go left all day long. It's back up the slope as well.
Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too bad from that far away. That one safely in. It's par here at 12. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. This is why you practice these shots from under 100 yards. You've bombed your drive. Now it's time for the touch shot. Zip one in there close.
Good shot again there. Well thought out. Landing the ball short, letting the ball run onto the green. And inside, well, I'd call that a birdie putt. So that's birdie range.
Oh, the pace perfect on that one. It's in for birdie. And this one was over a while ago. This is just a walk in the park now. Frank, with the drive off to the left side, what's the player looking at now?
Well, a blind second shot, so you've got to pick one of those mounds in the distance to really focus on a line here. That's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
18-footer. Another rolled in there. Birdie's now at 13 and 14. And this is no longer a contest, folks. This one is all over but the shouting.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
This Nota, her second from the fairway.
She's looking at 146 yards left to the hole. Player has to contend with this left to right breeze.
Now, in my book, that's a good shot. You could really aim at the middle of just about every single green. If you did it all day long, some of those would finish up close. And you'd have plenty of birdie putts.
Nope. That one finished off. It's in for par. And she's going to remain right where she is. And that, I do believe, is into the bunker. Just got to get this out to a good number, her second at the par 5. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5. But, Frank, couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Well played there. A birdie here at 16. And her score will get even lower. Incredible. Okay, that's going to end up right in the middle of the green. Going to have to be a little careful with this one. It's for birdie. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And she'll stay right where she is, well under par. Yes, step one out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it. Now, a second here from 175 out.
It's just a touch too long. I mean, personally, I'd rather it be putting back up the hill than coming down. It's pretty quick.
That should just about wrap this one up. It's a birdie at 18, and I think go ahead and celebrate because that lead now is close to insurmountable. Frank, that was quite a test at Whistling Straits.
Well, 7,800 yards is one of the longest courses you can play. But this golf course extracts every single ounce of game out of you.
Frank, it certainly was a challenge. For my partner Frank Nobilo and all of us here at EA Sports, we say so long for now from Whistling Straits.